What is going on, everybody? Tonight, the Flyers took on the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it was an exciting game. It really was. This is something that the Fly guys needed to do. They needed to get a W, especially after the way that they played the New York Rangers on NBC Sports a couple nights ago. So the Fly guys were down 2-0 early as Connor Brown and Gaudier scores to make the score 2-0 in the second period. The first period, really not too much going on. Second period, they scored two quick ones. And we even had the opportunity to challenge the second goal. But we decided not to because we've seen in the past where this can actually hurt us if we're wrong. And it was a close call. And if we're wrong, they end up getting a power play, which don't even get me started with that dumb rule. Heading into the third period, I had that feeling. I really did. I thought that we had the opportunity to come back. And a minute and 33 seconds in, Nolan Patrick, with a play where he's just not giving up, gets his third of the season. And he's somebody who's kind of underwhelming right now. Somebody who I expected to do a lot more than he is. I get it. He's young. I know he's the second overall pick. I just had a lot of hype for the kid, and he's been injured, and I get that, and he's trying to find his way in this league. It's not easy to do. So I'm sure he'll keep going. Hey, maybe this is the confidence boost he needed. He scored a great goal. He took the puck from behind the net, and he just stripped the defender and put it in. It was definitely a nice goal. And then after a really bad call by the referees, a Flyer collided, air quotes, with a player of the Toronto Maple Leafs who was falling anyway. He was already on his way down at the point of contact, and they called interference, which put the Maple Leafs on the power play opportunity right after Nolan Patrick scores that bingo. But that's okay, because Wayne Simmonds and Filppula on a 2-on-1 on the PK ends up cashing in. Filppula with a beautiful pass to Wayne Simmonds' back door, who ends up putting the biscuit in the net to tie the game at 2-2. 3 minutes and 25 seconds into the third period. Michael Neuwirth with the nod today and played great in the third period. I'm talking maybe 4 or 5 disgusting game-saving saves late in the third period. That right leg of his was literally a magnet to the puck. An absolute magnet to the puck. In overtime, it didn't take long. It took 18 seconds to be exact. Travis Konecny gets the puck after Austin Matthews has a pretty good scoring chance, and Neuwirth's right leg makes a nice save. Travis Konecny picks it up, ends up going on a 2-on-1 with Coots, who gets the puck and slides it 5-hole to get his 26th of the year. That was such a great game for the Fly guys, something we truly needed. Now looking at the standings and looking at the wild card run, Pittsburgh is at 51 points with the last spot. The Fly guys improved to 21, 16, and 8, and now have 50 points. We are 1 point out of that last wildcard spot to a struggling Pittsburgh squad, who I know was on a 3-game winner, but they ended up losing a tough one last night, which was a great game, by the way, to the Anaheim Ducks. But regardless, the Fly guys are tied with the Islanders with 50 points. 1 point shy. 1 point shy of that last seed in the wildcard spot. And we have some big games coming up. Some huge games. On Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock, we host the Devils, who we just beat, who is a great squad, who ended up winning tonight. Then they go the Capitals. Now that game is the same day as the Eagles playoff game. Is it going to get as much love and hype? Probably not. It's a 12:30 start. No interference to the 6:40 Eagles game. But then we play the Red Wings, the Lightnings, the Caps again, the Devils, the Senators, the Hurricanes, Canadiens, Coyotes. So the next couple games are going to be tough. And then we have a stretch of a struggling Senators team, a struggling Canadian squad, a real struggling Coyote squad. So we got to make the most of these games, though, because every team that we're playing up here in the next few games are ahead of us. And that's huge for the standings. It really is. We got to hope Pittsburgh continues to struggle while we start getting points and start winning hockey games. How could I forget? It was a big day for the Flyers as they retire Eric Lindros' numbers, puts it in the rafter. Number 88, a huge power forward. Just someone who was a game changer back in the day. And, his career obviously ended a little short due to his physicality and the concussion problems that he had throughout his career. But he was a legend here. He was a game changer. He was a player that was game changing. He was a player who was exciting for every single person to watch him play, regardless of being a Flyers fan or not. So he ends up going in the rafters. They had a great ceremony for him before the game started. The crowd was going, and it was a really cool atmosphere tonight for number 88, so congratulations to him. But the 26th goal of the year for Sean Couturier in overtime. I can't believe he is having the year that he's having. He's known to be a shutdown guy, a shutdown centerman, third line. You put him up against one of their top players on the other teams. You have that much confidence in him as a defender forward. And he's just a whole different ballgame this year, having a career year. 26 goals. 26. And Claude Giroux and Voracek having the kind of year that they're having. It's crazy to be double shifting. Voracek was double shifting at one point in this hockey game in the third period for a really long time. Now you have Claude Giroux tied for second overall in points with 54. There is a four-way tie between Phil Kessel, Nathan MacKinnon, Johnny Gaudreau, and Claude Giroux with 54 points. Voracek has 53 points. Just absolutely unbelievable for them to be playing the way that they are. And Claude Giroux needed this after the year that he's been having last year. And everyone says, get him out of town, get him out of town. He's been responding great. The way he moves the puck is unbelievable with 40 assists. Is that leading the whole entire league? No. Voracek is with 45. Then it's Claude Giroux with 40. Top two in the league in assists. And people wanted to get rid of them. Absolutely ridiculous. They're playing great. Let's keep this up, boys. We need to keep this up. We need to keep this momentum ride going. I get it. There's going to be stinkers. There's going to be New York Ranger games that happen like a couple nights ago when you lose 5-1. It's going to happen. But we need to consistently play the way we played tonight against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And when it was 2-0, I knew that this young Toronto squad was going to let another one go. I just had the gut feeling. And it happened. So there it is. 1 point out of the eighth seed there in the wild card with 50 points. Let's see how they respond Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock against the Devils. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button and the subscribe button.